Check, check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right, so for the few of us that's been following the videos, we've been diving into Magickal Attack by Gordon Winfield. Today, the sections that I'm going to share from the book are Magickal Backlash and Controlling the Effects. So, while I get myself together, I'm going to play this video. I felt this would be a good segue into the video.
I'm the master of it and it has nothing to do with you, or you say it's evil and no one should be fucking with it.
Yeah. Hence, why they brought it, why the first thing they introduced was Christianity, which is look outside of yourself to find the answers,
Right.
Everything that we were doing was immediate
internal struggle, an internal chore, an internal path work. It was an internal realization. You found that light from within. The darkness that we're talking about, to be more specific, represented your journey within. So dark magic is just your journey within. That's how unevil or undeep that is. But if you ask these niggas, well, explain what dark magic is then. What makes it dark? What's Crowley doing that's dark? Well, he's fucking with demons. Well, you can go right to Wikipedia. Demon just means genius. Demon was a word for the god. Demon is a Greek word from Damien, which means genius. So if you just look at all these research niggas, all these deep lecture research, then go research it. There's no such thing as an evil demon. They say that's a later day idea that came with Christianity. Period. So what are they doing that's dark? You think they're talking to somebody named Satan? But you the first nigga, ain't no such thing as Jesus? So if there ain't no such thing as Jesus, you mean when they do dark magic, they're talking to Satan or demon, which we know is a demon. What is that? Well, they're talking to evil spirits. Nigga, diabetes, depression, high blood pressure. Those are the evil spirits that are fucking with you every day. Black on black crime. Y'all niggas fucking with dark magic, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
High cholesterol, southern cuisine, you know what I'm saying? McDonald's. Y'all niggas is on the dark side. You really want to get into it. Because those are not the energies of spirits. So what are these white people doing that's supposed to be so dark? Explain it. You really can't. You still really, once you get down to it, all you really dealing with is people's idea of good and evil based on Jesus and the devil again. When that doesn't, but they're quick to say that doesn't exist, then explain to me how they're doing something dark. What are they doing that's possibly dark? What is dark magic? Dark magic means absolutely nothing but your inner world. Because that is symbolic of the dark side, your subconscious mind, the hidden. And out of darkness comes light. With darkness comes light. The whole process is going into your own dark energy, bringing forth light. It is symbolically represented as these spooky Baphomet faces and all that scary shit that all these dark side niggas put.
So let's get to it. Magickal Backlash. Dogma tells us that judgment, karma, and backlash are inevitable when you work magic of any kind. And if you delve into darker magic, there will be retribution. Like all dogmas, this should be questioned. Do not accept the traditional fears of others as fact. Magickal Attack is nothing short of divine retribution, worked through your soul. You have been given the right to protect yourself, and you will find that as you discover greater success, thieves, liars, and cheats will be drawn to you. You can dispose of them without ever being punished. One can never provide sufficient reassurance to the fearful. If somebody fears to cross a perfectly safe rope bridge due to an irrational fear of heights, there is little that can be done in the short term to help a friend across that wobbling rope bridge. Faced with fear, you have the option to walk away or to cross the bridge anyway. The magic in this book is presented in a way that gives you the authority to work the magic, so that the spirits will be humble before you. There is nothing to fear, but I will not repeat this endlessly. If you quiver at the thought of interfering with the will of another or summoning demonic forces, there is nothing I can do but offer up the process. You can take the first step and discover your courage if you wish. I cannot give you courage. My purpose is to provide the most powerful protection built into the magic. That I have done. You still may have ingrained beliefs about judgment, karma, and backlash. The average occultist will typically buy into the Wiccan belief of the threefold return. Curse somebody, and you will receive 3 times the trouble that was sent out. A quaint concept based on superstition. If this were the case, would dark magic be so popular and effective? Although referred to as a universal law, this is nothing more than a belief repeated so often that it is accepted as fact. A lifetime of observation has shown me that there is no backlash, even when curses are cast casually and without protection. Guilt is the only emotion that can bring you harm. When you regret your attacks, you open yourself to some discomfort, which is why you are urged to attack with courage and authority. If you are afraid of demons, you have misunderstood the power structures that are integral to magic. Demons are not more powerful than you. They are capable of performing supernatural acts, which is why you employ them. They are not capable of harming you when they are suitably constrained. The workings in this book constrain the demons, and that is all that need be said on the subject. You may burn in hell, and I cannot make any guarantees on that subject. I have communed with many spirits, glorious and infernal, and I remain confident that it is our right to imprint our will on reality. This is what magic is for. There are 2 notable exceptions. For the sake of simplicity, do not direct your curses at pregnant women or children, or the side effects can be unpleasant. Curse any adult you want, but leave children and pregnant women out of your magical attacks. What if a woman is pregnant in early pregnancy and you have no way of knowing? It is difficult to be certain, but my experience is that negative side effects only occur when you know the woman in question is pregnant. Proceed with some caution when there is any cause to suspect a woman may be pregnant. If you are suffering at the hands of a pregnant woman, the rituals to silence, bind, and bring peace can be used without complication. It is not recommended that any of the magic be directed at children. All right, so controlling the effects. All right, so Controlling the effects. You can constrain the attacks in this magic so they do no harm to anybody other than the target. This is usually a wise course of action. Without direction, magic may unleash its fury on the loved ones of your target, because bringing harm to loved ones will cause widespread pain and suffering for your target. If you are wise, you will not let the magic be dashed around so recklessly. Target the magic with precision and ensure that none are harmed other than the one you intend to harm. It is impossible to protect everybody. If you cause harm to your target, and if he suffers visibly, those who love your target will be upset. There is no avoiding this level of collateral damage, because every person that you attack will interact with many other people. If you were to restrain the magic to the point where it had no effect on others at all, its ability to harm your target would be minimized. To solve this conundrum, be as precise as possible, restraining the immediate attack to your target, but accepting that others may suffer as a result of being emotionally involved with your target. Your intention is to ensure that the magic works directly on your target only. Your first task is to choose an appropriate attack. If the target requires bonding and you launch a mighty curse, there is far more chance of spillage. Choosing appropriately seems to have an inbuilt mechanism that prevents the magic from causing too much general havoc. By appropriate, I do not mean that it's advisable to select a punishment that will be approved by your peers or a committee of occultists. Appropriate means choosing a punishment that is suited to your own requirement for justice and your perceived level of suffering. If you are compelled to curse in the most violent way, and if you feel that it is appropriate to respond thusly to the suffering you have experienced, then you have chosen appropriately. Somebody who deserves a curse should not be merely bound or stirred up. Choose the punishment that you believe is deserved, and the effects will be so directly aimed at your target that half the work is done. The techniques that follow contain phrasing and wording that suggests none be harmed other than the intended victim. This wording should not be omitted. It should not, however, be spoken meekly. If a ritual calls for you to say, harming none other than N, where N is the name of your target, do not speak with a sense of fear or timidity. At this moment, allow your fury to rise. Feel rage and direct it at your target as you think the constraining words. This will allow the magic to be powerful while keeping it focused on the target. It is not such constraints delay the time, whatever the fuck. All right. I feel like it's kind of dragging on now, but you can pause the video and read the rest for yourself, because this shit was just getting me tongue-tied and shit. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at there. Again, the book.